Hello guys and welcome back to Menace Early Access on my expert playthrough. So this is the final mission of this is our second operation against the Menace if we don't count the very first mission, which was like just the introduction to the Menace. Raid holding cells. So this is what I've done. Um, it's a pretty straightforward mission. There's the secondary is just complete the mission without losing a squad or vehicle, so it should be very easy to do. And the primaries are just to rescue these guys. We can take our time, we can do whatever we want. Riwa, we have Riwa back, and I'm just gonna give her the same loadout I gave her because this is one of the best loadout. And like I said, if I can get my hands on another minigun, I would try that because I've seen some people online do some crazy things, and I want to try it out for myself. But anyways, that's the same loadout we're giving her. The jetpack to improve mobility, the ammo case to just make sure she can do a lot of killing. Really straightforward. I removed Cody because I couldn't really fit. I was like 140 points over, so I removed him, and instead I did a bit of min-maxing and I put Bog in. And again, just like that previous mission, we were able to utilize Bog and Rio just shooting at the fog of war, and Bog just pinning targets. So it was very, very straightforward setup. The rest of the stuff, I put the SAP operator back on Lim, so he can get, and I gave him the weapon that Cody had. Then I gave this guy the camo kit, but he doesn't really need it, like I said, because he uses an unsuppressed weapon. And then I left Pike as is. So he's still doing that kind of role, and honestly, I might have messed up with this kind of setup here. This is my rifle, because initially I was gonna do him into a rifle squad with firing line, and I think he's still better than Singh at that, because with firing line he can get 3 shots off if he stays stationary. Singh doesn't have the AP. Singh only has 94 AP. He doesn't have 100 AP. You need 100 AP for this to be 3 shots per turn. So Pike is still the better candidate to get firing line, because it does allow him to get 3 shots per turn. Now firing line can still help you save some AP, but because you can fire once and then your next shot will still be cheaper. It's just if you have 100 AP you can fire 3 shots per turn. Anyways, I'll still think about it. I'll probably go with firing line and maybe rally. Or I was thinking disruptive fire. I'll have to think about how I want to build him. But I'll probably still go for the kind of hybrid build I was going for with firing line. It's just I'm trying to utilize the most points. But I do think probably the meta way to play him, the best way to play him, is really this minimum squad with just as a support squad. Give him rally, give him maybe inspiring presence, but that's kind of hard to play around with. He really doesn't need stalwarts because he already has super high base discipline anyways. So I don't think stalwart is really useful. He's probably going to be one of the less likely units to rout, if anything. But I guess since he doesn't have that many manpower, he could get targeted very easily. And then, yeah. Now what I did is I spent my authority, because like I said, this is the final mission, so we need to spend our authority to make sure we don't waste authority when we finish the operation. And I got the Yaz. It was either Yaz or Vamplu, and when I thought about it, Yaz, Vamplu was pretty much the only one that I would have considered trying to run the extreme small arms protectors plating, the XSAP. Because he has that perk here, Flamboyant, which gives 30% supply cost reduction for armor. So that's pretty good, and again, he would have been the candidate to run in the heavy armor. The problem with that is that whilst this does help to reduce the cost of the heavy armor, it would have brought it down to like, let's see here, it's 30 supplies. It would have brought it down to 20 supplies, which is the same as the class 4. So it would have been on the same range as the class 4. That's pretty good, especially because it offers more protection. But the problem is it's heavy armor, so it encumbers the user and all that. The vision, concealment, detection debuffs, I don't really care too much about that because he's going to be in assault units anyways. So we're going to have Lim as the scout anyway, so he can see above, and he's just going to be an assault unit. So the vision, concealment, detection stats don't matter for him. But the other thing that's that's bad with him is the accessory slots is only 1. So essentially what I would have needed to give him is 3 perks. Buff to remove the encumbered status, bags and belts to give him back 1 accessory slot, so he can run something like AP ammo on the SMG, or like and the plate, or maybe a stimulant like a drug or something else. So like 1 accessory slot is really limited, so that's why we needed these 2, and then flamboyant. So we need pretty much to invest 3 perks just to make the extreme small arms protective plating armor work on him. And that's why I was like, okay, that's not very efficient point wise. Instead, Yaz can just, I can just not give the Yaz the extreme small arms protective plating. So I don't know what I'll do with this armor. I have 2 copies of, I could sell it or whatever, but I'll keep it. But realistically, I don't think I'll ever use this. Instead, what I can do is give Yaz a class 4 or whatever, play with him a bit more safe, and he can utilize, he has a lot more damage dealing perks, right? Like, first of all, his unique gives him more accuracy and damage, then he gets fearsome, which stacks with that, then he gets close and personal, he gets stuff like counter-strike, berserk, so he has a lot more damage dealing, a lot more damage output per turn than Vamplute could have. And again, if we go by the old saying, like, offense is the best defense, and as you see in a lot of my missions, a lot of the videos, like Rio with the twin autocannons, it really just comes down to dealing as much damage as you can per turn. Like, it literally is a DPS, but obviously it's a turn-based strategy game, so it's not damage per second, but more like damage per turn. So you're trying to get the most damage per turn out of every unit here, but you're trying to obviously min-max. Obviously Pike, he can't, because I gotta put points into other people. But essentially that's what I was thinking of. So the Yaz is just a better pick in my opinion than Vamplute, because Vamplute would be the prime candidate for heavy armor. Don't get me wrong. But you need 3 perks to make it work, whilst if I just go with which just kind of increases his defense. And then he can still get shot at, whilst with Yaz, I can just straight up give him damage dealing perks. Instead of those 3 perks, I can give him fearsome, athletic, I can give him, like, after these I can get him close and personal, and so on. So yeah, now obviously he's not going to be very useful against Menace, because he's going to be shredded, and I think even Vamplute against Menace would have been shredded, just because they do so much morale damage that even if he wouldn't have taken that much damage, he would have just retreated, and I wouldn't have been able to use him anyways. So again, CQC on the Menace is very risky, especially on Expert. But this is ideally the loadout I want him to run. We got the Kruger, we got the RPG-2, because he does have Tank Buster here, so he can also deal with armored units. I think that's the only gun I have that doesn't need to be deployed, and it's an anti-armor. Class 4, I mean, I could drop this to Class 3 or a Class 3 Marine Infantry body armor, but it is a bit riskier. And then strike plates, like armor plates, I mean, to give back some durability, and the armor piercing that pairs really well with the Kruger here. So this is the perfect setup, and already he costs 470 on a full squad, of course. And then if I give him a couple more perks, that's going to increase him by 10, so he could easily reach 500 plus supply cost. So, and I don't think he's as powerful as Rio. I mean, Rio is still more expensive, but yeah, I like, even at 500 plus points, I don't think he can do as much as Rio can here. So yeah, I'll have to see, but this is ideally the setup that I want to give him. Maybe I'll have to play around with the squaddies here, maybe drop him a little bit or whatever. I'll figure that out probably in the next operation, probably against an enemy that's not the Menace, that can easily route your guys. Anyways, now I've talked through everybody, so the mission is very straightforward. Just rush down the middle, kill everything, and when we killed everything, more or less, we can rescue the survivors. Now we also have the bonus damage, so we shouldn't spend as much ammo this time killing them. Maybe even Rio can one-tap a lot of people more easily. And yeah, the rest should be pretty straightforward. Let's do this. So Lem already spotted somebody. Oh, there are the Shamblers there. Might as well push up to about here. Take cover behind them.
Alert, alert, enemy hardware.
Also spotted the gun crawler there.
Get to cover. Movement.
I could only fire once here, so I'll deploy and might as well do that. Now I have a lot of these constrictor lines. Okay, never mind. It's just the ammo bag, magazine pouches. I thought they fixed this UI bug. It still shows twice. I think we had that early on in the playthrough against the aliens at some point in the very first missions. Very first operation, we had something similar but for aliens, and again it showed it twice on the UI, and I thought they fixed it because I read a patch saying that, oh, we fixed that bug or whatever, but I guess they didn't. They would get some cover, so they should fix that. Well, I can tell you what, we definitely do a lot more damage. Because normally I don't think we would have even been able to kill that unit at the max range. We probably won't do that much here because they are in light cover, but I'll still see if we can maybe kill one of them. Nah, no shot. Alright.
Yeah. Once we see something, you'll be the first to know.
This guy won't be able to do much here. The only thing I could do is probably push him up and deploy him.
Yeah.
Now he does have some concealment here, and if I move I'm gonna lose that to conceal, so that means if I move here they'll spot me, so I have to move to about here, and we'll see here. Yeah, exactly. Alright, now that's still gonna give me a pretty big radius here, so let's do that. So as you see, we spotted a bunch of targets outside.
What?
Yeah, it's really nice though, we could take our time with this. What I could do is give Rewa more AP.
What?
Because she can't really move that far, right? Yeah, I should have given her expert pilot, and this is something to know for the next playthrough if I'm ever gonna do one. I'll probably do some, but it'll be off screen, and I'll wait until the game gets more developed throughout early access to maybe do another YouTube playthrough. But for sure, new tricks is something I'm just gonna not take. I think in the end it's still gonna be good when they fully release the game. I think it's gonna get buffed or whatever, but new tricks right now is useless. So instead of that, I could have gone with expert pilot, which would have actually helped her, even with the APC in the beginning of the game, but especially when she gets the medium mech, just gives her so much more versatility. But that's why we have a mech jetpack. Because of this, we can just go all the way here. It's 60 AP, and we can just start blasting people here. Now the problem with that, of course, is there's a lot of hostiles here, so that's why I want to give her extra AP, so she guarantees to get at least 2 shots here. And she won't be able to do that unless we bump her up with Pike, so I think I'll do that.
Ready on my signal.
Now we'll just move Pike a bit closer.
Okay, okay.
So 149. If I send her towards the gun crawler, I don't think these guys can hit her this turn because they have to move in closer. But she can go to about here. So she's gonna get spotted, but that's fine. Hit these guys.
Die, Kutta!
Almost died on that. A bit of armor damage there.
Yeah. What?
First things first, we're gonna go with her.
Major, keep your eyes on this Marine.
Now put them out of their misery.
Actually, I should have probably targeted the soldier so we can start stacking and revealing slaughter. That was actually probably a mistake to do that.
Let them have it.
Whatever.
At your service.
Sync could have taken these guys out very easily.
Yes, I like how you work.
Oh,
Give it to them, lads!
close,
Yeah.
close.
Orders? Nice work.
Medals don't earn themselves.
I mean, I could go to about here and shoot at stuff.
Eyes up! Move it, Marines!
Leave some for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir,
Oh, Lim got spotted.
movement!
Forget about me.
So again, the problem here is if I move up, he's gonna get spotted. But since we have a bunch of people spotted anyways, yeah, might as well move up. He is a very squishy target though, if he does get targeted. Anyways, let's start giving Riwa her reveal and slaughter stacks here. I don't think this guy's gonna be close enough. Maybe he's gonna be close enough for
What?
Lim.
Orders!
If Lim deploys, he's gonna be fine. Now we can wait for the gun crawler to get a bit closer. I think I'll do that.
Get another hostile taken out. I'm killing.
If I undeploy, they'll spawn me to about here. I'll wait.
Yeah. At your service.
I can push up with him though.
Sir,
I could again give Riwa extra AP and send her somewhere around here, but there is more people in the distance.
At your service.
Could move Sing a little bit here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Sir.
do that. Okay, I'm gonna try and waste some turn here to see where the gun crawler does, or try and at least see if it's gonna waste its turn, because I don't want to get return fired on Riwa here. So I'm just gonna use Bog to scan once. We still got a very large scanning area.
What?
Okay.
sir,
Okay, gun crawler went, so we're gonna
ready
activate
on my signal.
Riwa here. I could also give her extra
Coordinate receipt.
accuracy against that.
Okay, okay.
So let's... If I go about here, she can actually be in cover, so that's not too bad. But I do know there's other enemies around here. Let's try that. I can guarantee Berserk on that.
Major, keep your eyes on this Marine.
Of course I could do it. Enemy hardware taken care of. Let me have them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going here.
Good job.
we might need some autocannon ammo here, guys. we might need some more ammo. I'll drop a box. Here should be fine. Actually, do we have range? Ooh. I forgot how we can move. I forgot we only need 30 AP now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Into the fray!
We spotted something.
We
Nope.
got visual.
Somebody's gonna have to get those. So I could send Pike to get those units. Somebody's also gonna have to get those. So I could send Sync to get those units.
There, movement!
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go as far as I can here. So it's just a bunch of drones. Because the thing is, if we move up with Bog here and we scan, where's the scan area? Yeah, we see pretty much. The map is not too big, so we see pretty much if there's anybody on that side. Doesn't look like there is, so they're all pretty much focused on the right side. So that's why I think Pike it should be fine getting
Move
there,
out!
getting to those guys there.
Bringing up the rear.
And we can send Sing somewhere around here. Yeah, there's even the crater there from the drone we destroyed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
Okay, I'll wait with Riwa because I can easily jump her where the ammo lands here. Then she can start engaging these guys.
At your service.
So instead what I'll do, I think, is
Sir!
I can either engage
Your
with
service.
Sing here because he gets a shot,
Orders?
move up with a limb, or move up with
Sir.
Pike. I think I'd move up with Pike. Actually, we can take our time here, so let's just shoot with Sing. Wow.
They're biffed.
Wow. Wow, that HP ammo and the 20% damage. I don't know again if it stacks because of a bug or what, but that's really good. And there's the ammo box, so that's what I'll do.
Hoorah, Major!
I'll send her on the box here. And that's what I was hoping would not happen. And that's okay. We can, if we get a berserk here. No berserk, sadly. I was hoping we wouldn't scatter, but whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. I'll put him towards the middle here. Might get spotted. No, just outside of view. Just to make sure. So there's a couple units still further in the back there. That's fine. Okay, I need to get rid of those guys. Probably gonna get rid of them with
Targets.
Limb.
Sir!
But that does mean that Pike can pretty much go there uninterrupted.
About time.
And Limb could go here instead of shooting at people. Okay, we do have another gun crawler, so that's good to know. If I deploy and I kill them, we should get another shot here. Yep.
Major, keep your eyes on this Marine. I do what I can. Enemy hit!
Perfect. More
Enemy
shamblers.
spotted. Yeah.
Yeah, right, so we do have that gun crawler, but he's a bit out of range. If I move one, I won't have... I have enough if I go to here. I take that chance. She's got 104. No. Dang. That's bad. Dang, that's bad. No, no, no. We're one too far. Okay, let's think about this. If I move her, she won't have another shot. If I use 30 AP to get back 30 AP, kill this guy doesn't really matter, I guess. Dang. That's what happens when you're at 109 AP and not 110. You just can't get another shot here, can you? Wow, that's really bad. The best thing is just to retreat at this point. That's probably what I'll do. I'll grab the ammo. Probably fire one more shot. Trigger Berserk. Kill these two. Again, I'll scan here.
Orders!
Nah, good.
Sir, on task.
So now we have to escort them. There are some people there, so hopefully we can... We might need to... No, I think we should be fine here. With the
Seeking
civilian.
cover. Orders?
Alright. Okay, there's a couple of units here. I don't think they're anything too big. I'll use Lim. But I'm gonna move him first. I'll move him a bit there so he can scout this area here, see what's up in the middle. And then we'll shoot at this. Gives us Berserk so we can keep moving a little bit.
Enemy down!
And in fact even deploy here, but we probably won't
Bringing
need
up the
to.
rear! Further together!
First things first, because Ree was spotted here, we need to get rid of this guy.
Kill them all!
Alright, let's keep pushing her north. 110 AP would have been really good here. I should have maybe moved and then fired. I keep forgetting to use my drive-by. I only use it when I use the jetpack. So I need to be a bit more... I need to see that a little bit more. Now the radar can see all the way there. So I think I'll move Bog a little bit more on this side. So we can see... So we can make sure there's nothing hiding on the edge here. Okay, it still looks only like 4 units there, so that's fine.
Orders?
Let's keep moving up with Lynn. I really like this, he's gonna spot people
Enemy
here.
spotted!
It's just a bunch of constructs, or a bunch of drones, I mean. I really like the SAP operator with battle rifle because it does give you a lot more ammo. I'll probably just push him up a little bit closer.
Movement!
Okay, we do have another gun crawler, so I have to bring Ryu up.
Sir,
Could even start sending
listen up!
Pike
We're
there.
moving.
Bringing up the rear.
So now that I know there's nobody here, I'll just push up with Sing as much as I can, get these guys. The mission is going to be mostly long just to get these survivors all the way back to our spawn, which is over here. So that's going to be the main difficulty. I guess I could try and speed it up maybe by dropping a laser turret, but there's something else here too actually. I don't think it's that big. Worst case, it's like a soldier. But if I do... No, because there's a bunch of buildings there. Nah, we can use an auto laser here, I guess.
Coordinates received.
Alright. First things first, probably. If I push her up to here, I think she's got enough range. If not, I'm kind of screwed.
Sir,
That's okay though, because we could get like a little bit closer here to give her more
on
AP.
task.
No, he's still too far. She's still too far. Dang. Wow. But we can actually see the range of his call out target because this thing has exactly 10 tile range. So if I want to see if I can call out target, I could just use this to see exactly where the range is. It's actually not too bad to know that. But yeah, this is 6 tiles, so I'm not able to give it on anybody here. Or I'm able to give it on Lim, but I wanted to give it to Riwa so she can jump and then have like 2 shots here just in case. But that's fine. I guess we can actually give it to Lim.
Ready on my signal.
And then Lim could see what this guy is here. First of all, he probably wants to take a shot here. I want to see what this unit is though. We're not able to see. Shambler. Okay. Fair enough.
Deflected.
Well, it already moved.
Firepower.
Oh, and there's some drones there. Some more constructs. So it's all the way here we gotta go, so let's do that with the civilians. Just keep fast forwarding there. Okay, the gun crawler actually moved closer to us, so that's actually not too bad.
Move it. Jingman.
There's nothing here. Okay, let's move Rewa first. She will only have 1 shot here. I guess I could take it at the construct drones. And then and there's a bunch of shamblers there too.
More of that, Major.
Actually, there's a bunch more stuff there. Keep moving Bog to see if we can spot anything else, because those guys did not get spotted on radar. Okay, it's probably gonna get deleted here with these shamblers. Oh. Well, it tanked 1 hit.
What? To shreds! Enemy hardware obliterated.
Okay, this might do a lot more damage here. Oh, it did have health damage. Any effects? Small fire.
Orders.
Yeah, I'll push up with Lim to activate his he's gonna get spotted here, but that's okay.
Enemy hardware neutralized.
Should get 2 shots here.
Engaging hostile.
Yep, 2 shots.
Haha! That's it! Keep biffing them!
And it's dead. Yep.
Get your head out of it, Major. We got men down out here.
I'll just move a bit closer. And the radar should cover a lot of the ground now. Okay, at least these guys I just have to bring them there. These guys just bring them there. Yeah, at this point, I think that's the only unit remaining.
Sir.
At the end of the turn here. So, yeah, I don't think anybody else is gonna do anything here. So, this is pretty much the end of the mission, and this is kind of the
The rear!
more or less annoying part of this mission.
Double time!
Is the fact that you have to
Sir. Ready on my signal.
bring the civilians back, and that usually takes a long time to do so.
What?
But
Good job with the hardware.
I don't know where. I think there's one more Menace unit, but I don't know where it is. I'm just gonna fast forward through here, but yeah, that's this. This is the annoying part of this specific mission here, is that you have to bring back the civilians, and that takes a long time for nothing. Especially if you killed more or less everybody here.
Orders!
So
Yeah.
I don't know where the last. What's the radar like? Okay, what if we go here? See if I can spot them on the radar. I think we either found.
Bringing
I
up
think
the rear!
we either killed everything. It looks like there's still one more Menace unit hiding somewhere. That's all I know. Those guys are in.
Yeah.
Those guys are in.
Orders.
Just need Lim here
On
to
our way.
bring these guys. Oh, there it is. Actually, I just spotted it. Okay.
Move
If
it,
we go
Marines.
here, can we see it?
We got visual.
Okay, it's just some drones. Deploy and fire. Almost killed it.
The kill.
I think that's the last unit. Yeah, it was just hiding there.
What?
Yeah, Riwa did really good. As usual, the twin auto
Bringing up the
cannons
rear!
are really good. Yeah, that's their last unit, because as we see on the turnover, they're done here. Just gonna fast forward these civilians. I mean, I might as well use the active abilities, because that has a chance to increase their AP, but so like Rio could just, because I really want her to be 1010 AP, so let's just use the jetpack. Let's just use her action points to move around like that.
Orders!
Obviously Lim can finish that guy off, and that's all of the Menace dead in
Major,
this mission.
C2 is strong. This soldier's very combat effective.
What could Pike do? I wonder if this gives, but he doesn't have a range on nobody. I mean, he could shoot his gun, I guess, if we want to farm AP. Nah,
Bringing up the
whatever.
rear!
Just gonna try and fast forward to get this done as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Except for Rhea, because I do want to give her to I do want to get her to 110 AP. She's so close, and that would give so many breakpoints. So yeah.
More!
I didn't realize that was an explosive,
Yeah.
but Whatever. That's good, I guess.
Orders?
Alright.
Sir.
We'll just
Bringing up the
skip
rear.
through the other guys. Come on. Civs. This is where Escon is actually not too bad because he can actually, Okay, I'm gonna put him here.
Yeah.
This is where Escon is actually not too bad because he could, if with an APC, he can actually go very far with a few of his perks. So it would be pretty nice to have Escon on this one. Yeah, I guess these barrels explode, huh? Gas tank. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. If you have something called a gas tank, I assume it explodes.
Orders? Sir.
Bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
And that's the only boring part of this mission is bringing the civilians back. So again, I'm not sure if this actually does count for their agility rolls, like to improve their agility to get more AP, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, she's out of that. We can hit that.
Never gets old.
Hoorah! Orders? Sir.
Bringing up the rear.
Come on, Civs, they're almost there.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna end the turn here and finish it because I'm tired. I'm tired. You're probably tired of it too.
One more until retire.
There we go.
That's what I keep telling myself.
Ah, finally. Wow, that's a lot of promotion points. We get the secondary objectives. I mean, this is what's a bit funny is even though we only had one secondary objective, which was to complete the mission without losing a squad or vehicle, it's still giving you a maximum of 15. So I think the way it's done is it says 5 out of 5, so everyone counts for 3, right? And I think it's just basically a percentage. So if you have like 3 secondary objectives and you fail 1, you'll get like 3 out of 5 or something. So you get, I believe it's 9 XP here. But because of the difficulty plus of the operation multiplier, which is our OCI, 45 promotion points, that's not bad. See, that's why I wanted to get that OCI a bit earlier. We actually didn't get that many items here, but whatever. Everybody's still very good, but yeah, Lim and Ryu especially are just killing it, bro.
Every kuta that has it coming will get it.
Overconfident, yeah, man. Okay, so we got 15 authority, which was a good call indeed to buy that squad leader. Well, it was always a good call. 4-star rating. I think it's because we failed that one secondary objectives that I messed up. Wait, no, that was on the previous planet. Never mind. What secondary objective did we mess? Oh, the finish within 10 rounds. I think it was like the first one we did. Yeah, that one we messed up. Well, I mean, we messed up one secondary objective, and because of that we got a 4-star rating. I think on the normal difficulty and maybe on challenging, it's a lot more forgiving in terms of if you fail a secondary, like you don't get downgraded. Because I've been getting a lot more 5-star ratings on normal, and I didn't do all these secondaries in an operation. But it seems like expert, to get a 5-star, you really got to get all the secondaries. It's not like they give you one chance or whatever. 84 OCI. Okay, so I was hoping for a bit more, but that makes it so. Yeah, I mean the previous choice, the previous event is not as impactful. I mean it's still impactful in the long run, but whatever. And now we have to choose a reward. Now we already had this before. Actually, no, we don't. We didn't have this one. It's the ZB-22 Neurodin Injector. It boosts combat performance for a short while, increases view range and detection by 2, and accuracy by 15% for 2 turns. It's not too bad. I mean, if we put it on Limb, it could increase our view range all the way to 14. Like, that's almost the ground radar range, which is quite insane. So that's not too bad. 25 supply cost, 55 trade value. But I think that the other two are maybe a bit more interesting. The first one is an infantry special called the IAR. I don't know what it stands for. In the description it says modified assault rifle with added weight and extended barrel, more accurate suppressive fire. Yeah, whatever, I guess. 30 supply cost, which is more. It also has a pretty high trade value of 120. Range of 9. And hit point damage of 12. Armor damage of 13. Suppression of 25, rate of fire of 5. It looks, an armor pen of 30, it looks pretty much like a crowbar. Almost like a crowbar. The hit point damage, the range, even the accuracy profile, everything points to this being pretty much a crowbar, like a beefed up crowbar. Right? Like, it's not exactly a hammer because it doesn't have 40 armor pen, but even the hammer has more range and stuff like that. So it looks like it's in between a crowbar and a hammer. So purely on the stats alone, it's not a bad weapon. The problem is it's an infantry special, which means only the squad leader fires, which means you're only getting 5 shots per attack action. And if it costs 40 AP, then yeah, then at that point it's like, well, I'd rather just run a bunch of crowbars that give me even more shots, more damage. So I don't think this is worth it at all. I don't know what this thing is trying to accomplish. Because you have to spend 40 AP and you only get 5 shots, and it has more or less the damage profile of a crowbar, maybe like I said, between a crowbar and a hammer. It's not really worth it. Like, oh yeah, the suppression is nice, but I'd rather just shoot with the crowbar, which is going to do a lot more damage, a lot more suppression. And just shooting like 8 crowbars, or 9 if you don't take any infantry special like we've been doing with Limb, probably more worth it than this. And if you have the crowbar suppressed, you can even run stealth. So, and I think this has been coming up on a few threads here, and people are getting feedback where they say that certain infantry special weapons should fire in addition to the squad, so that you actually get like added firepower, right? And I could kind of agree with that when we look at stuff like the IAR, which it seems just, again, if you look at the stats, it's just a better crowbar, but I'd rather just shoot all my crowbars for the same action points than shoot like 5 shots from this thing, you know? So this one, I don't think this is as good. Now, again, for the trade value, it's not bad, because think about it, this is like more than twice this. Now, this one is an improved light machine gun, so the M320 SSW, so squad support weapon, basically a machine gun. This is the improvement to the ESAW. Again, it's got nice trade value, it's got the same that, but I don't really feel like machine guns are really that good. I'll still take it based on its trade value. I mean, this could be good though, but I don't think I need extra view range or detection when we have a Limb. So I don't think the drug is really useful. It would only be useful for the accuracy, and even then it's like a mediocre accuracy of like 15%. Like, I'd rather just use call out target or laze somebody with the target designator anyway. And that gives us 20% accuracy for 2 turns. So yeah, I don't think this is really that good. None of these rewards are really that amazing, honestly. These ones, I think I'll just get them based on the trade value, but which one do I actually want to get? This one looks like you get 12 or 5. No, you get 10. And this one looks like you get 8 shots. It's a bit hard to tell with that. It looks like this one you get 8 attacks, this one you get 10 attacks. This one also has a rate of fire 15, so it's actually not too bad. It does have a pretty big accuracy penalty though. It's got almost the same amount of armor pen, but just the fact that it's got more hit point damage. I mean, yeah, the accuracy sucks. But at the end of the day, you can bump up the accuracy armor damage. 5 times 60. 16, this is 10, 140. 7210 damage. Bro, this is like 210 damage. This is like 60 damage. like, like, this is just better. Yeah, I'll go with the SSW here. If I don't sell it, I think it's still a better pick than this. So I'll go with that. Alright, we got another event here. Get more thrusts with Dice of the Gods. I don't think we need anything from Dice of the Gods. Okay, and then we get... yeah, I'll take the penalty with that. It will bring us to level 4, but I don't think we need anything else, you know. Here, so, whatever. And we get more authority, which isn't too bad. And then we get Eager for a few guys as well. And like I said, with Dice of the Gods, I don't need anything else in here. Like, electronic warfare, decoys, whatever. Like, I don't really care about that. What I really care about right now is just getting those AI logistics. Now, we don't have enough OCI to do anything. Even with those 25 that we lost in the previous event, we would have been at 113. Or 118, my bad. 118, that's not even enough to get any of these that I wanted. Actually, would have been enough to get the gravity manipulator, so maybe maybe I could try that. The other thing I need to get is the AI logistics. We don't have that right now. I don't think we need any more intelligence, so it would be either another laser turret or AP mines, or maybe the gravity manipulator, but I like to try the AP mines, so we wouldn't have had enough for any of these. We would have had enough for the gravity manipulator, but yeah. Okay. Let's look at the black market, see what rolls we got, and as you guys saw in here, we only have one operation. Actually, we have another one on the alien infestation, but it's gonna finish in 4 turns, so I'd rather take the other Menace. So another Menace, Dice of the Gods, nothing too crazy here. I'd like to get another one on the Mach, because we're very close. One more operation. This is what I said in the previous before we started the operation. I said we needed 2 more operations to get to the next level with Zane Beecher. The other ones I don't care. They don't really offer anything that I'm really interested in. I tried the rocket run. But yeah, the developers did say they're gonna work on revamping the OCIs, because right now there's clearly some better than the others. But yeah, I'm waiting. I'll save for these 2, and I'll save for the AI logistics. And maybe what I'll do is I'll replace the XWU and possibly the salvage team with AI logistics. So we get 2 AI logistics. That's a pretty good buff, because we are getting a lot of salvage parts. And this is where, if we had operation against the rogue army or pirates, it would have been even better. But whatever. Okay, let's see what we got here. Nothing too crazy. Actually, nothing really interesting, to be honest. Auto cannons are better than auto lasers, at least when twin linked. Another camo net, we don't need that. An advanced sensor, that's not too bad. We can put it on Bog, I guess. Another IFV chassis. Nothing crazy in this area. We get a class 3 sap, whatever. It's not crazy. This is the only thing that's interesting, is the Elsa. Now the infantry Elsa is not too bad, because it does do a lot of armor damage, and then you can hit them with the squad weapon. This might be actually worth it to take it. And then we still got the snipers. Oh, I've seen this one before, but honestly we have the Kruger, so. And anyways, we're still gonna go against the Menace. So yeah, there's nothing really interesting in here. I can't really buy anything anyways for OCIs. We already recruited. I'd kind of want to see which ones are we gonna get next here. But in this case, I'll go back with this one, because it finishes in 2 turns. Now there's 4 missions instead of 3. I get another alien. Okay, that's not too bad. Um, what's our? It's 15. It's not bad. The problem is, I'll need to buy one. We'll be at 60. That means we'll be at 0 discipline modifier for the last mission. Because I'll buy another squad leader. I'll buy Vamply, or we'll see what we can actually grab here. I'll probably do that. But there's nothing I can get in the OCIs currently, or nothing that I want. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll go and start this. Okay, it's that kind of stuff. Then we'll get, I'll figure out which mission I want to do off screen. And I want to get the dossier, and we'll see how much we can get. Okay. How about we get the Elsa too? Because I think the vehicle Elsa just is not good because it competes with the AGL, right? And there's other vehicle weapons that can deal with anti-armor. The infantry Elsa, I think it's not too bad. Because, again, if you pair up with your primary, you also don't need to deploy like you need with the AGL and set it up. So you can just fire it on the move, right? Because it's just, there's no deploy tag on it. So this one is actually not too bad for infantry. So I'll do that. And then you could pair that up. Yeah, it's pretty decent. And yeah, there's nothing else in here. Maybe the sensors. Do I have any sensors? No. I guess that could be good on Bog, but honestly, if you have a radar or scout, you don't need it. Yeah, there's nothing else that's interesting in here, so I think that's all I'm gonna buy. So in that case, we need some more of these. Okay, we can grab 1636, brother. Give them plus 10. 42. Try to min-max. There we go. I knew I could get it done somehow. Okay, let's do that. Escon and Jane. Wow. I actually pulled the one I wanted to get, Jane and Escon, actually.
As God wills it.
Wow, that's not bad. I think
As God.
these are very two good picks. Escon is dedicated APC driver. You get him expert pilot. You give him. I don't even think you need any kind of damage or accuracy perks on him. You just give him expert pilot, fervor. You might not even put a light weapon on him. Actually, let me just see if we do have one. Yeah, we do have a CMG 50, so we can put that on him, but most likely he's just gonna run up with the AGL, which I believe is on Ivy. Yeah, we just run him up with the AGL on an APC. Oh, buddy.
As God wills it.
And then you get him divine intervention. Honestly, that's more or less you need. So you get him expert pilot, fervor. You're gonna need something else here to get the divine intervention. So I guess you could give him a shepherd, so you can maybe use the GL a little bit better. Yeah, could be interesting. Or scout, but and divine intervention. Oh, buddy, that's pretty good. I really like him for an APC pilot. If we pair him up with the Yaz, with mobile infantry, oh, buddy. Or even with Limb, but I don't have mobile infantry on Limb anymore. Well, I don't have it on Limb. Actually, I could get him the last promotion, which will probably be Counter-Strike. But if I had to redo him, I would definitely replace New Tricks with Blaze of Glory, and then I'll get Counter-Strike. Actually, maybe not Counter-Strike, maybe I don't know, but then we have Zigzag. It's worthless, but Zigzag seems to be bugged right now because it doesn't seem to work. So there's a lot of things here that sound good but aren't actually that good, because like, oh, I'm thinking, oh, Counter-Strike is good because he can shoot back, but you don't want to be shot back. Then you're like, okay, then put him in mobile infantry, but then I have zigzag, so that zigzag is completely useless. But then at the same time, zigzag is actually useless, or I don't know if it is useless or not, because some people are saying that it doesn't work. So I don't know what's going on with zigzag, but it might not be even working. I do know that it doesn't work at the beginning of the round, so it's not at the beginning of his next turn that you lose it, it's at the beginning of the round. So if you don't activate him first, he's gonna lose his defense bonus, which is stupid. I really hope they fix it so it's at the beginning of his next turn that he loses the zigzag bonus, because this makes it even less worth it. Yeah, but since this is my first playthrough, or at least when I gave him zigzag, I did not know about that. And new tricks, obviously, that's like a very big waste. But other than that, you could probably run him mobile infantry, but the reason why I didn't go mobile infantry is because he's my dedicated scout, and if he's in a vehicle, he's not scouting. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. There's actually quite a lot of builds you could go with Lim, but obviously I think you're gonna need a scout as your first 4 units anyways. So it's either you go with Darby, or if you want to save some points, you go with Lim, and then you make him the scout. But if you go with Darby, just give her the scout role, and you don't have to worry about that. And then Lim can go into the APC or whatever. So it's a bit. So obviously there's probably better ways to build the squad leaders here, but what I'll probably do is give him, since we only have 1 promotion left, I'll probably give him Counter-Strike, honestly. That makes the most sense here. Or maybe Blaze of Glory. I think Counter-Strike is pretty good, though. Against the Menace, though, not the best. So I'll probably wait on that. Yeah, I'll have to figure out which guy I want to level up. She needs 100, how much? 130 AP. Oh, we can give it to Skarda. At least she can get athletic and be a bit more useful. That wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, these two are really good. Darby, obviously. Obviously, she's really good. She gets covert ops, so if she can get up to 6 concealment, which is insane. You can give her like a CQC weapon, like an SMG or something with the suppressor, and she's gonna do a lot of damage. Yeah, very, very good stuff here. Very good pulls. Actually, I don't think I could have gotten any better pulls than that. Because I think we're only missing, after Escon, it's Achilles, but honestly, Achilles and Ryo pretty much fill the same role, whilst Escon fills a very specific role of being a dedicated APC driver. Like, he gets insanely fast speeds. Like, if you put him on a road, he can do across the map almost in like 3 turns. It's crazy. And then for infantry, I believe we're missing Tech. And who else are we missing? Well, Vamploot. Well, the ones we haven't rolled yet are Tech. I believe that's the only one we're missing for infantry. Unless I'm missing somebody else. Anyways, I'll see which one I'll do, but again, I'll probably go for the recon patrol because it gives us more intelligence. But it depends which missions I want to do next. So, anyways, I'll think about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao, guys.